Have you ever wondered what your dog actually does after you leave the house? The moment the door closes, the silence begins. No footsteps, no voice calling their name, no familiar presence moving through the rooms. From the outside, it might seem like nothing happens, but inside your home, a quiet psychological world unfolds, and your dog is living in it. Most dog owners imagine one of two things. Either their dog spends the entire day peacefully sleeping, or they assume their dog is causing chaos, chewing shoes, jumping on the couch, running through the house like a tiny tornado. But reality is far more complex, because dogs don't just react to the world, they feel it. And when you leave the house, your absence changes their emotional environment completely. For dogs, humans are not just companions, you are their social anchor. A study from the University of Helsinki discovered that dogs form attachment bonds with their owners that closely resemble the attachment between human parents and children. In simple terms, your dog doesn't just live with you, they are emotionally connected to you. So when you leave, their brain begins to process something important. Where did you go, and when will you come back? The first few minutes after you leave are the most intense. Animal behavior researchers have observed that many dogs walk toward the door. They sniff the air. They listen for footsteps. Some even wait quietly near the entrance, not because they expect you to immediately return, but because their brain is still processing the sudden change in the environment. Dogs rely heavily on routine, and when a routine breaks, their brain goes into a mild state of alertness. But something interesting happens after that initial moment. Many dogs begin to settle. Researchers at Eötvös Loránd University in Hungary, one of the world's leading centers for canine cognition studies, monitored dogs with home cameras. What they discovered surprised many owners. Most dogs spend a large portion of the time resting, not running, not destroying things, just resting. But it isn't always the deep, relaxed sleep we imagine. Often, it's a light, watchful rest. Their ears remain sensitive. Their brain stays partially alert, waiting for the sound that matters most, your return. But dogs don't only sleep while you're away. They also engage in behaviors that reveal something fascinating about their psychology. One of the most common is scent searching. Dogs often move toward objects that smell like their owner. Clothes, blankets, pillows, even the spot on the couch where you usually sit. To humans, smell is a background sense, but for dogs, it is their primary way of understanding the world. Your scent carries emotional information, familiarity, safety, connection. In fact, a brain imaging study from Emory University found that when dogs smell their owner's scent, the reward center of their brain becomes highly active, the same brain region associated with pleasure and emotional bonding. So when your dog curls up next to your shirt, they may not just be resting, they may be calming their mind using the scent of someone they trust. Another behavior that often surprises owners is waiting behavior. Some dogs repeatedly return to windows or doors. They watch, they listen. This doesn't necessarily mean they are anxious. It may simply mean they are tracking the outside world. Dogs are highly observant animals. They monitor sounds, smells, and movements in their territory. And when the house becomes quiet, they become the silent guardians of the space. But there is one myth many owners believe, the idea that dogs feel guilt when they destroy something. You may have seen it. You walk into the house, a pillow is torn apart. Your dog lowers their head, their ears drop, they avoid eye contact. It looks like guilt, but scientists see it differently. Research from Barnard College's Dog Cognition Lab found that this guilty look is not actually guilt, it is a response to human body language. Dogs are extremely skilled at reading human emotions. When they sense tension or frustration in your posture or voice, they display submissive signals to calm the situation. So your dog isn't thinking, "I did something wrong." They're thinking, "Something is wrong right now. I need to calm my human." There is another question many owners quietly wonder. Do dogs actually miss us? The answer appears to be yes. A study from Stockholm University measured oxytocin levels in dogs, the same bonding hormone found in human relationships. They found that dogs showed increased oxytocin activity when reunited with their owners after separation. This suggests that reunion is emotionally rewarding. That moment when your dog runs to the door, tail wagging, body wiggling, eyes bright, that excitement is not an act, it is a genuine emotional response. However, not all dogs experience separation the same way. Some feel calm and secure. Others experience something called separation anxiety. This can lead to pacing, barking, or destructive behavior. According to veterinary behaviorists, this usually happens when dogs have not gradually learned that being alone is safe. Their brain interprets separation as uncertainty. But the good news is that dogs can learn confidence. Providing enrichment toys, consistent routines, and calm departures can help their brain associate alone time with normal daily life. Sometimes even simple things help, leaving background sounds, a puzzle feeder, a familiar scent nearby, small signals that the environment is still stable. In truth, most dogs spend their time alone in a quiet emotional balance. They rest, they observe, they wait, they explore small pieces of their environment, and occasionally they simply dream. If you've ever seen a dog twitching in sleep, gently moving their paws, they may be replaying memories, running through fields, chasing something unseen, or maybe walking beside you. And eventually, a familiar sound appears. Footsteps outside, keys at the door, the lock turning. In that moment, their brain recognizes something instantly. You're back. The house fills with movement again. Energy returns. The quiet waiting ends. Because to a dog, your presence is not just part of their day, it is the center of their world. So the next time you close the door and step outside, remember this: your dog is not simply passing time. They are experiencing a small emotional journey, one that ends the same way every day, with the moment they were quietly waiting for: your return.